Rush out the Garden, baby! We're taking it all the way!
We had de Blasio, we had Cuomo, it was rough shit, but we have the Knicks! The New York Knicks run New York City!
Bing bong!
Tell me a little something, KD, don't you regret not coming to the Knicks? Don't you regret not coming to the Knicks?
You serious?
Man, what the f*** is you talking about?
What's that?
I'm sorry, man.
Knicks fans, your team hasn't looked good this season, and I think we can agree on that. In 2021, the boys in the Mecca haven't found a rhythm or even a stride in this season, and it's led to the New York Knicks looking like a team that was a one-year wonder last season. A team last year that was physical on defense and one of the exciting teams to watch throughout the entire year. However, this season is completely different, and the Knicks have a lot of issues they need to solve if they want to turn around their season and possibly get back to playing winning basketball. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo!
okay, not that. I'm good on that. Just subscribe. All right, but back to the Knicks. As of right now of this recording, the Knicks are currently 14-18, under 500, and are sitting at 12th in the Eastern Conference. Right now, not even in a playing spot. They've gone 3-7 in the last 10 games, and to make things sound even more depressing, Derrick Rose, their veteran PG, just underwent ankle surgery and is expected to miss at least 8 weeks. Yeah, it's not a friendly sight in NYC. You could possibly say the most exciting moment for the Knicks this year is Steph Curry breaking the three-point record in Madison Square Garden. The best moment is a guy breaking history on your home court, then proceeding to beat you guys on your home court. But when you take a look at how the Knicks performed last season and compare it to this season, the differences are glaringly huge and noticeable. For one, the Knicks defensively have fallen off drastically from where they were at last season. Ranked 4th in defensive rating last year and now currently ranked 23rd in defensive rating in this season, the Knicks' backbone was built off of their defense, led by their hard-nosed coach in Tom Thibodeau. We know how much he loves defense, and what made the Knicks so hard to beat last year in the regular season was their physical and tight-knit defense that held teams to the lowest points per game in the entire association. Now, the Knicks' defense has been lacking in some areas, especially in opponent three-point percentage and in opponent turnovers per game, and not causing your opponent to cough the ball over and lose possessions is a tough way to win a game. But the Knicks still have done pretty well in opponent field goal percentage, where they're top 5 in the entire NBA. I think the main focus for the Knicks to get back on track in this season is going to come down to fixing their defensive scheme and rotations and making teams pay like they did last year and force opponents to have to work hard for every bucket. Do that, and I'm almost positive it will lead to more wins. But what the Knicks have been lacking in defense, they have for sure been lacking on offense. One of the worst teams in field goal percentage and second to last in assists, it's kind of surprising that the Knicks, with all the pieces that they have and brought in this offseason, haven't improved the scoring production for these guys. When you look at Julius Randle, in this season, he has not performed to the standard he led us to believe he was at a few months back. Drops in points, rebounds, and assists per game, and more importantly, his efficiency has dropped as well, which is not a good sign for your best offensive talent on the team. I won't call Randle's previous season a fluke year or a fraud, but it's not a good look if he can't find some positives in maintaining a much better efficiency from the field. And I don't think it helps that the fact his teammates haven't essentially done their part too. Barrett, the player I believed was going to be the X factor for the Knicks this season, has dips in scoring and efficiency and still struggles with his inconsistency issues. Last year, RJ had a lot of critics eating their words as he averaged 17 points per game and over 40% from 3. But this season, he's regressed back to almost similar numbers he put up in his rookie year. There's games where RJ Barrett looks like a top 5 young talent in the league. In games, he looks like he shouldn't even see the court, ever. But in his third season, I find it important that he finds a role on his team and excels in it because he's yet to do that so far in this year. Free agent signing Evan Fournier has been underwhelming, and yes, even though he has put up 2 to 3 threes a game and can stretch the floor, only averaging 13 points per game isn't going to cut it, especially on the contract you signed him for. And of course, we gotta mention Kimba, who I thought was going to be that primary ball handler and go-to perimeter player for the Knicks, but as of late has had DNPs and has been moved out of the rotation. But recently, he's had a 29-point performance in his revenge game against the Celtics, and just a few nights back, dropped a 44-point special in the Garden, proving he's still of worth for the Knicks, but we'll have to see if Kimba can build up the success of both those games. Hopefully Thibs doesn't decide to bench him again, because the Knicks need his offensive firepower. We can talk about how Alec Burks has stepped up and been pretty decent as a starter for the Knicks, and to be honest, he's had some good moments here and there. You have the young duo in Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin, who look like bright spots off the bench, even though many would say Obi does have exciting moments, but has been underwhelming when compared to the guys drafted in his draft class since he went 8th. But the Knicks clearly got to figure out how to solve their offensive issues, and with D-Rose out for the next 2 months, going into 2022, it's not going to get easy. I won't sit up here and make it seem like the New York Knicks are doomed and can't make a move towards the playoffs, because it is still very much possible, but the Eastern Conference isn't as weak as it once was before. A lot of teams are in the hunt of making the playoffs and playing tournament, so it's not going to be as simple as it was last year for the Knicks, who were the 4th seed. Plain and simple, they've played bad on both ends of the ball. They need to be a more mature basketball club and become smarter on defense and on offense. Can they do it? I trust changes and adjustments will be made, so Knicks fans, be patient, and let's hope things look up going into 2022. What do y'all think? Do you think the Knicks have a shot of reclaiming a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference? Let me know in the comment section, where do you guys think the Knicks will land by the end of the season? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm pretty sure you'll find something you'll enjoy. Road to 1K coming soon. Until then, stay on beat.